Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee Books and Bullet Journals, and it's time to let Scattergories choose my August TBR. Alright, so it is August. I'm technically pre-filming this, so hopefully I get everything read. But I do have like a calendar in place to get everything finished. I'm in the middle of 2 books, and I have 2 left. Other than that, I should and I have a week left to finish these books. So I shouldn't have a problem. Because I'm hoping to finish the 2 that I'm in the middle of by tomorrow, and then read the other 2. One's an audiobook, one's a physical book. I can get this done in a week. It's fine. So I'm not going to be doing any extra points. If it turns out that I don't finish a book, then I guess I can add to it later during a vlog. But for the time being, we are just going to get back to the 7 rolls, which is still a lot, especially since I'm doing Veda, but it's fine. I have mentioned Veda quite a bit on my channel. I have a video talking about it. I'm going to link it up there. But that basically means that I am doing a video every single day in the month of August. I'm going to be doing it with a bunch of other people. There's going to be a live show on my channel, kind of kicking it off at noon on Saturday, August 1st. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and pick out my first prompt. I've added a few in here, so we'll see how things go. And yeah, we'll just start with it, okay? And the first prompt. These are always really fun videos, but then I'm also super nervous. There are a couple of books that I do want to make sure that are on this list. If not, I'm going to be adding to them. So we'll just see. All right, the first prompt is a scary book. Okay, I'm going to count that as anything thriller, horror-y, and you know what? I just finished a horror thriller. It's not really a genre, but you know what I'm talking about. And now I'm here for all of the thrillers. So let's go ahead and find a letter so we can pick a book. All right, let's pick the first letter. M. Okay, so oddly enough, I don't have a thriller that starts with M that I could find. I had the author, it started with M, but I just couldn't find a book that started with M. So I went a different route, and I am going to read The Martian by Andy Weir. This is a reread for me, but it's been so long since I've read it. It was well before BookTube, so this is I'm gonna kind of be reading it for the first time again. But this is a science fiction book about a man who gets stranded on Mars, which would be scary. And yeah, I'm excited to pick it up. I love the movie, and I'm trying to remember. I think I read the book right after I watched the movie last time, and so I definitely had it in my head. But I know that it's kind of different. But I know that a lot of people like this book, so I'm curious to see what I think about it 4 or 5 years later. Moving on to the next prompt. I mean, it was definitely a stretch for that one, but I don't care. Okay, next prompt is a book published in 2019. All right, let's pick a letter. All right, second prompt, letter B. All right, surprisingly, that was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But I'm going to be reading Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. This was published last year. Let me pull up the exact day, September 3rd, 2019. And I mean, I had a couple of different ones I could choose from, but this one sounds really interesting. It's a historical romance about this really strong woman who is trying to upend the entire British social order. So I'm here for that. And I've heard really good things about it. So I'm excited about this one. Let's pick another prompt. I could do with some romance. That sounds pretty easy, right? Let's try not to have another super heavy fantasy month like we did this month, because dear God, that was not easy. All right, The next one is a book in a series. Let's find the letter. All right, going for the next letter. Hey, this one was easy. An absolutely remarkable thing by Hank Green. I don't know why I haven't read this book yet. It's been sitting on my shelf forever. And this is a debut novel, and it's the first in the series. I can't remember the title, but the sequel just came out. And I know a few people that will not shut up about this book, so I feel like I should read it so that I can be part of this conversation. It's about a girl who finds like this big statue looking thing that like just kind of appears in New York City, and then they upload a video to YouTube, and then the next day it's gone viral and she has this new fame and just trying to like manage that. And it sounds kind of interesting, a very millennial story, and yeah, I'm kind of here for it. It's another science fiction one, so maybe we're gonna have a heavy sci-fi month. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, no, that's a book that I have been literally wanting to read forever, and it's just one of those, it's like it never really, like, it's been on my radar, but I just haven't picked it up yet, so I don't know why. Let's pick another one. I was a little worried because when it said a book in a series, I had literally just been like, I don't want to read fantasy, so there's that. Okay, I was trying to just get one, and that wasn't happening. A book with a person on the cover. All right, let's pick a letter. A again. Okay, there's so many that I should choose from, including the group book for the Literary Alliance, but I don't want to. I mean, I'm still going to read that book, which I'll talk about at the end, but, or if it comes up again, we'll see. I just bought this book and I really want to read it, and so that's going to be Agnes at the End of the World by Kelly McWilliams. This is a post-apocalyptic dystopian young adult novel about a girl who's in a cult and trying to get out of that cult at the end of the world, like this, when the world is ending. So like right up my alley. I love me some dystopian. I want to read some more cult books, and since I wasn't able to get to it during the reading rush, I definitely want to read it in the month of August. All right, let's pick another one. I should have chosen the group book, but there's so many, and because I can technically change things out, I could, if it's getting to the end of the month and I haven't gotten to a book, I can always switch it out, but I just really want to read that book. Okay. A romance. All right, let's pick a letter. Wouldn't it be cool if we had, like, Smut-a-thon happen this month? I mean, I don't think it is, but that would be really cool. In. I am going to be reading Neurotica by Eliza Gordon. This is a Kindle Unlimited romance that I have had on my Kindle forever. I remember Chelsea from Chelsea Delling Reads read it for Smut-a-thon several years ago, and I just downloaded it and then forgot about it. But this is about a girl who is a writer, and she has a very crippling fear of intimacy. And so her therapist wants her to start writing erotica as a sort of exposure therapy. This has a ton of Star Wars references and like pop culture references. If you didn't know, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Doyle's original name was BB-8. The entire litter was named after Star Wars. So yes, I am a Star Wars nerd. His service dog vest is Star Wars. I'm a nerd. If you hear a lawnmower in the background, I'm sorry. Neighbors are mowing lawns. Anyways, it's July. It's hot. That's what people do, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I'm here for this. I have heard mixed reviews, but I'm excited to go into it. So, all right, let's go ahead and pick up the next prompt. How many prompts is that? So I've got 5 prompts down. So 2 more. So let's pick one. Just one. I just want one piece of paper. That's all I want in life. Just not 2. 1. Okay. A book that you need to read by the end of the year. I mean, that is all of them, but I am specifically doing a prompt for that. Like, I'm doing a whole video on that for Veda. So stay tuned for that. But I think I'll probably try to make this like a pop sugar prompt so that I can, I mean, that would be one that I would need to read by the end of the year. All right, and here we go. T. The book that I'm going to be picking for this is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This is going to fulfill the pop sugar prompt for the medical thriller, and it's also on a secret TBR that's kind of a year-long project that I would like to work on, so this is definitely something that I do want to read before the end of the year. So this book is about a woman who shoots her husband, I want to say it's like 6 times or 5 times. So shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word, and so she's in a mental hospital, and the book follows like a journalist, psychotherapist, something. I don't know. I know very little about it. It's one of those books that's like so well known that nobody talks about it. So this was a really, really big book last year. I think it won a Goodreads Choice Award, if I remember correctly, or was definitely nominated for it. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. I've heard really mixed reviews. Like, this book either gets 5 stars or 2 stars. So we'll see where I kind of fall in the middle of that. Okay, and let's pick our last prompt. All right, let's see what it is. Read a book in the car. That means an audiobook. So, all right, let's try it. All right, last letter. E. This works out perfectly because the Literary Alliance book for the month of August is Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender, and this is a young adult contemporary about a black, queer, transgender boy who is just trying to fall in love and hasn't done that. So I'm sure it's going to be super cute. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. So we will be doing a live show on August 29th on Kylie's channel. I think it's going to be at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There we go. Can't talk. It's going to be on Kylie's channel. I will link her channel down below. I will also link the Goodreads group where we will talk about it. We've been trying to restart this group for so long and trying to do it so many different ways. So we're hoping that this is a good blend of doing a live show and the Goodreads group. So hope you can join us. If you have already read the book, join the group anyway, and then you can still talk about it with us. So yeah, those are the books for the Scattergories TBR. I'm also going to be adding Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I'm doing a whole vlog for it, so I guess I could have used that one for my scary book. Not because the book itself is scary, but just because I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to be reading that as well. Hopefully it's a quick read. I do know it's kind of big, so that's all I got for you. Let me know which books that you are most interested in seeing my reactions on and whatnot. I'm going to try to do weekly vlogs every week. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there is a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
One night to find the answer to me. What makes this heart beat faster?